Hi guys, it's Kaylee and it's been a while. I wanted to check in and share a little bit about what's going on recently, and actually I have some books that I want to share with you that I've been trying to read, or one that I have actually finished. But today is Tuesday, January 26, 2021 when I'm recording this, and some updates on our situation is now the vaccine is rolling out, and we can feel a sense of hope of normalcy um, coming. And yeah, we're still really good at keeping in contact through messages and our funny Instagram group chat, which I really appreciate. There's always really good memes and videos shared on there. But yeah, it's still, sometimes I still feel kind of sad that we are all so close. I think it was Jared recently, or Connor, who mentioned in the past month or two when we were on a video call that it feels so weird to all be in the same state after being apart for so long and not being able to see each other. So that's been interesting, and I just really look forward to a time where we can be together. But on to more positive things. I wanted to share some books that I've been reading lately because over Christmas break, or not Christmas break, sometimes I say that, over, what do we call it? Winter break. I try not to call it Christmas break because, not everyone celebrates Christmas. But over winter break, I was able to read some new books and, well, finish one, and it just was a time where I got to relax and, read for fun, because normally I'm reading for grad school, and, it's still really informative and interesting, but I really like to read for fun. So, I have the first book that I finished recently is called Teach Like Finland, and this is a very teachery book. So if you're not a teacher, it's probably not incredibly applicable. But I just really loved this because it's about this guy who married this woman who's Finnish, and they decided to move from the US to Finland, and he taught here initially in the US, and he talks about how his perspective changed a lot in certain areas in education by experiencing Finland's education system over there. So this was just a really great read because it gives you strategies to implement in your classroom and be proactive and really change your mindset on certain things. So I looked forward to reading this, and I will think about it fondly because there were days when I would come home from work and I'd be like, oh my gosh, what am I doing with my life? And then I'd read something like how to spark joy in your classroom, and I was like, oh my gosh, tomorrow I'm gonna go spark some joy. So I really liked this. And then one that I started, but I'm really bad at this. Sometimes I start books and then I get in the middle, and then it takes me months to finish. Like for example, this past summer I was reading The Help, which I started years ago, and I restarted it. But anyway, I don't know if you guys have watched this show, The Queen's Gambit, on Netflix, but it was so interesting, and Joshua and I finished it together, and then I was like, oh my gosh, we need to play chess. So we bought a chess board, and every once in a while we've been playing chess. I'm not very good, but it's just so interesting. But this is really interesting so far. The reason why I stopped where I was, I'm only on page 20 something, is because something I don't know how to describe it. Something disturbing happened, which was thankfully left out in the show. But yeah, I'll try to read the rest, but I stopped because there was a disturbing part. So, yeah. If you want to borrow this, let me know. Then the other thing that I started to read is The Happiness Project. I started reading this after I finished the Finland book. And I've had this for a long time. My mom gave it to me for Christmas, I think, a few years ago, maybe. And she always gives me really good books. That's like one of like the best gifts that she always gives, like every year. Or like every holiday she like gives books, which I really love. But this book is called The Happiness Project, and at first I thought it was just like this whiny, privileged white lady trying to find more happiness in her life, but it's pretty good. I'm gonna continue reading it. It's kind of cool because she like goes through these like, what does she call it, 12 commandments or 12 principles basically that she really wants to go through each month to focus on and hone in on. So like for example, the first one of the first chapters is January. She wants to boost energy, so like exercising more, things like that. And then February was Remember Love, which is fitting. And she talks about like ways that she's trying to be less nagging to her husband and, you know, letting go of certain things. So I think it's good. I'm definitely going to try to finish it, but, and I really do like, positive psychology. Like that's something that really interests me. So I think I'll try to finish it, but I do have one more and then I'm done with my book rant because I'm too excited. But this one's called A Mindful Year, and basically it's 365 ways to find connection in the sacred in everyday life. I found this from somebody that I follow on Instagram, and she posts like the little excerpts of every day. It's so nice because it literally starts, it's like so the premise of it is like two really good friends, they exchange letters every day, every year, or for the whole year, every day, the whole year. So they switch back and forth every day, and they kind of have a thing to focus on. So for example, for January 1st, it talks about like New Year's resolutions and like what you really want to, or how to reflect on the year prior and what you want to cultivate for the year to come. So each year, I feel like such a teacher right now because I usually go like this to my students. Each day, has like a little entry and something to focus on. And in the beginning it says like, make sure that you read it when you have time to reflect and whatnot. So those are my books, and I always, like every day, I look forward to, well, sometimes I'm not that good. I'm not that good with sitting down and reading it every day, sorry. But I do look forward to reading them, and yeah, I'd love to hear what you guys are reading, if you'd love to share. I know before we like talked about possibly doing a book club or something, and that didn't really like work out. But yeah, I hope you're all doing well, and I look forward to hearing from you and seeing you hopefully soon, either whether it's in a video chat or in real life in the coming weeks, months, and whatnot. So yeah, see you later.